Okay. And hey, everyone. We are live. We are live. I'm here with Culture Casino, and this is the Welcome to Florida show, but special edition with theme park planning. So, for today's show, folks, we are actually going to give you some tips and tricks about booking a Universal vacation online, and also go through any questions that you guys have for us, because you guys had so many questions the last one, and there's so many topics. We're probably going to be doing this like every 2 to 3 weeks, or so, because I keep running into people in the chats, and I know Culture does as well. Or they're just like, I'm planning a trip. I don't know kind of where to start, or wherever. And I kind of want like some clear, unbiased, advice.
Yeah.
So we came up for this show. So I'm glad we're definitely doing it. This is just it's so much fun with you guys, and it helps me rethink a lot of stuff. It really does. So let's see who. Oh, well, first of all, thank you, the Islington girl, for becoming a member. You know what, my dear? I am so sorry that I did not see your super chat when I was out streaming live yesterday. It was like it was there and it was gone, and I couldn't go back and get it. Because I wasn't used to StreamYards. I was using YouTube's mobile, so I didn't see until after that. You sent me a $1.49 super sticker, so thank you so much, and thank you for becoming a member. We had a member stream today where I showed you guys some raw footage from the most disrespectful bakery that I've ever been in, and in a good way, because when you walk into Gideon's Bakery, it's not what you freaking expect. So I was glad my expectations were very subverted. That was like a positive experience. So there's all this cool footage for you guys to see before I cut it down and make a video of it. Oh, not to worry, there was a lot going on. Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm still slowly getting it together, how to stream live over there. Actually, I was in World of Disney, and I think I had wrapped up the video from Friday, and some guy says, "I hope you get 1,000 views." I'm like, who? That's a YouTuber. Who is
Yep.
that?
But see that it's weird because you walk around and the minute they see a gimbal and they're doing the same thing or they have something similar or whatever, they know. And so you end up talking to you meet all these other great channels while you're out in the parks, and whether it be Disney or Universal or whatever. And every time I'm out doing it, I got people like chasing me down. Whenever I wrap up, they're like, "Well, what were you doing?"
Yeah, it's so cool. What's that? What do you have? It's awesome. It's opened up a whole other dimension to the theme park. Yes, Black Superwoman. I'm pretty sure you saw it too. All the disrespect. Yes. So channel members, please do check out that video today where you can see Gideon's Bakehouse. So we have Black Superwoman and Cavateño Cavalryman Che ready to take notes. Be right back for my commercial report. Okay, so you have to tell us what commercials ran before the show. We have Robert, who says, "Hi, everyone." Well, hello to you. Dadman Walking, hello all. Cooking steaks and listening for a bit. Well, thank you so much, Dadman Walking. And thanks to you and Black Superwoman, along with the Islington Girl, for being channel members. And of course, Culture Casinos, a channel member. Thank you so very, very much. All right, but you keep it up. We're training in Gryffindor. It's funny if you're a Slytherin walking around the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which I have to say, it's literally it's so immersive that if you're wearing any kind of like house gear, it's like the team members there will tailor their conversation to your particular house. Like I have the Slytherin Keeper shirt, and I'm going on a Hogwarts Express, and a team member's like, "Oh, well, congratulations." I'm like, for what? "Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, got it." It's Slytherin Keeper. They're like, "We have our eye on you." I'm like, "Yeah, everybody's watching, Slytherin." But That's, but it's really cool. It's yet again another reason why that park is just so
Well, and
freaking
it's such a distinct difference. And again, that's not what this stream is not to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this between there and when you go into Black Rock Spire over at Disney World when you're visiting, the Galaxy's Edge area, right? I mean,
cool.
they tried to make this place so special. They gave it like multiple names, and it doesn't have that feeling. I mean, it does look okay. I mean,
Hmm.
but it doesn't, and you don't get that kind of interaction. They abandoned the language that they crafted for that area. The cast members there don't utilize it. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
a shame.
it's like twin sons and other
Mhm.
kinds of stuff that they would say, and you'd be hard pressed to find somebody to do that. That's why again, Universal's just
Yeah.
been out of the park lately. Really have.
They sure are. Hey, Prismatics. Hello, Aloy, ahoy, Lorena, culture and all. Glad to see you, Prismatics, and thanks for being a channel member. And there's Keck44 who says, howdy. Well, hi to you. Cavitania says, iFiber Internet and CarMax commercials. Good evening, Lorena Culture Casino and the best chat in the community. Always good seeing you. Always good seeing you. The cup, what you drinking? I have coffee, and actually I picked this up Friday night. If you guys saw on the live stream, I said this is the best value in here. I'm getting my $20 mug, and I'm out. I did not get the Imperial the Imperial Troopers jersey. I didn't get that one. I let that stay there. I wanted it, but if I had extra, I would have picked that up. But yeah, drinking coffee, and this is so cool. It's got the lightsaber, and all the other one of the rare finds in there.
Well, original trilogy. That's all I have to say about that. So.
Original trilogy, and it's flipping amazing. Let's see. Well, folks, we have 8 of you, 9 of you in here watching. Thank you so much. So, what we're going to do in this particular show is kind of show you guys how to go about booking a trip online to Universal. Now, this is for those of you who have travel agents who book your stuff for you. This is still kind of useful for you to kind of know what it is that you're looking for, because it helps your travel agent a lot better if you know what it is that you want out of your trip. But if you are like me and you're a control freak, this is the way to go. No Disney trilogy mug that I saw. It seems all the mugs that I see are all original trilogy, including the one with the cartoon of the stormtrooper. It says pew pew with his blaster, and kind of like Bugs Bunny says pew pew. Yeah, that was really cool. Not really. So, interesting thing with the splash page at Universal, because I am because I'm a Florida resident, I guess depending on where my IP is, it can tell that I'm in the state of Florida. So it's going to throw up pretty much it's going to throw up the Florida resident stuff first.
Right.
So I'm kind of yeah, that was the Isling. Hey, Kaylee, thank you so much for sharing it out. I so appreciate that. Kaylee is so awesome about just like shouting people's streams out and everything out on Twitter to kind of spread the word. So thank you so very much, my dear. I am used to seeing all the non-Florida like resident stuff. Like this doesn't come up for me when I was back in PA. It did not come up for me. So it's going to come up for you depending on where you are with your IP. So I am not logged in on purpose because I don't want it to know who I am.
Right.
So here it's like the theme parks where you can look at, the theme parks, the park out, all the other stuff like that you can check out. But what we're going to go over here actually is to tickets and packages. Now, before we get started, one thing I always tell people to do on these sites is create an account. Here's why. You get into the marketing system.
Yep.
I have had As a matter of fact, I did before the Wu-Tang flu popped off. I had an account. So I was getting deals especially tailored to me with certain discounts that you can't get otherwise because you have a special code that they will send to you.
Yep.
It's free to create an account. I highly suggest doing it. It keeps track of when you're there, what you're clicking around, what you're looking for, and you get communications from Universal. So that's one way to save money because Universal, they are not stingy with discounts at all. And if you book a package and a discount comes out, just call them up and they'll apply it long as you have that code. So don't think that you're ever locked. As a matter of fact, I tell people even when you book, still price shop.
Yeah. You'll find stuff, but being in their marketing system is fantastic, especially if you're also a pass holder, or if you're trying to take somebody with you, or you need discounted tickets or whatever, because they have discount offers, like you're seeing right here on the screen.
Yes, buy your
Yeah.
tickets online. I
Yeah.
cannot stress this enough. Buy your tickets online. You will get serious discounts if you buy your tickets online, and you already have them.
Yep.
You already have them.
But at the same time, even if you're a pass holder, they'll send you offers to, like, for tickets if you're going to be going with somebody else. They have specific packages for people who are pass holders, discounts for that. You don't have to be a Florida resident to be a pass holder. They have, of course, Florida resident offers, which we're not looking at the moment, but we were a second ago. But there are opportunities for you to become a pass holder, even if you live in a neighboring state or even across the country. That, again, as Lorena said, they tailor those types of packages and incentives towards you, so you can get some pretty steep discounts. That's for sure.
So what I'll do is, and actually speaking on that culture, it's like with annual passes, like it keeps telling me Florida resident. I am not a Florida resident. I got my annual passes before I became a Florida resident. So I'm going to have fun going to guest services and have them adjust it, which they're going to be very happy to do. But you can buy it. And the cool thing about getting annual passes, if you're out of state, you can still go on the payment plan. You can only do that if you're a Florida resident at Disney whenever they had it. This thinking girl says, "Wow, for once being in a marketing system is beneficial and not annoying. Great tip. Thank you. Thank you."
Yeah. You want to opt out of their partner things unless you need rental cars and stuff, but you definitely want to be in their marketing system, and for many reasons. And again, it's also, if you consider this, if you have an account or if you are a pass holder, sometimes they have deals that are only for those people. I mean, and I mean, like the evenings in the park with nobody else there. They're very special pass holder events that you can be a part of. And, sometimes, like Disney, those will be ticketed events. And sometimes, they're like a bonus. And it's worthwhile. It really is.
Deb Marcus says, but take 2 forms of ID to do that, and they make changing passes levels easy.
Yep, they do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, because I have to upgrade to Premier because I went to the park today and they weren't letting preferred annual pass holders in, and I have preferred 3 parks. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. I'll keep that one in mind. Cavitano Cavalryman Chase says, whatever money you save to get or stay there means you will spend that money on merchandise. Absolutely.
Yeah. And food. You can eat way better if you take advantage of their discounts. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. They do have a dining plan, which I've never used, which I may eventually try, and I've never used that. But yeah, absolutely. So one of the ways that I always prompt people to save money, it's just like you can get better merch and eat better. It's all about having that discretional spending amount handy. The more of that you have, the more you can use it to spend on the things that you want. So that usually seems to work out, very, very well. Something official, light bill or vehicle tag. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got both of those now. Cool.
Yeah, well, that's all you need, really. Yeah, your local ID and all that. Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, it's not hard to qualify as a resident in Florida. In
Yeah.
fact, if you ever are in the military and you ever get stationed in Florida, you are always a resident in Florida from that point
Oh,
forward.
why do you know that?
No. That's a running joke. But
Oh,
it's true.
oh,
Military members
okay.
try to hang on to their Florida residency because there's no
Okay.
tax and all the
Yeah,
other
because
stuff.
it's just say, yeah, I hit that the last pay period. I'm like, woo, I got a raise.
Yeah.
I don't feel so taken advantage of giving the tax man all my money for my tax. But so anyway, over here on the page here. So like I said, there's Florida resident offers. That's different, but always check out when you go to let's see, tickets and passes, check out deals and specials. That's what you want to look at first. The deals and specials are usually really good. This is like 30% off 4-day, 4-night vacation package.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for Halloween Horror Night single night ticket, which I have an annual pass, so that's not going to be my price. But at least it gives you an idea of everything that's out there. Suite rates at an all new hotel, which I believe Lowe's Portofino. Okay. All right. So this is for Dockside. Dockside Inn is the newest value resort, or so I call it super value resort, that Universal has. I stayed there for Christmas. It's freaking awesome. I can't believe how cheap it is and everything that you get. It's huge. It's huge. It's very big. It's like I want to say like Art of Animation Pop Century big, but
Yep.
at half the price.
Yeah, it is, and that's the case. That's true. I mean, it's insane how little they charge in comparison to Disney for slightly better accommodations, in my opinion, because you can often feel like in the Pop Century or in the non-suite Art of Animation rooms that you're kind of in a gulag, or maybe a lower budget hotel. And when these Universal hotels, in the end of the summer resort, boy, let me tell you,
Went down in the hall. I mean, down in like the hotel foyer, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's furnished very well. There's a freaking Starbucks,
Good.
right there, and you can't get that. Let's see. Hold on. The Islington girl says, nice. They are giving a deal for people to try the new hotel. That price is not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. I mean, with this one, and I think I had told this story. I was supposed to go, I think in August of last year, but because of the Wu-Tang flu, they didn't open it yet. It didn't open until December. So when I went, I think the hotel had only been open for like a week. Wow. And they were offering these like crazy deals. The room that I was in that had a separate bedroom, pass holder rate, I got that for $120 a night.
Nice.
120 a night. It had a separate separate bedroom in there. And then on the other side, 2 queen size beds with another TV. And then you had the kitchenette. And then you had like a picnic table that was there for like everyone to sit at. It was a freaking amazing price. Hey, Allie, 16 of you guys are here watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is awesome. As a matter of fact, we'll take a look at it though. Looking at the deals gives you an idea of what's out there. Like some of them are limited. Like for example, let's see. Like this one, you can only purchase from now till September 8th. And it tells you when you can go. So a lot of these will you'll find out the limits because there's certain packages that aren't offered at certain times of the year.
But
so go ahead, Fulcher.
No. But specifically, when you look at a package like that and that upfront price looks intimidating, consider this: if you were to try to add on unlimited Express Pass, which is part of that package that we just looked at for $2,300, if you went to do that, you would spend hundreds of more dollars on that trip. So it's always good to bundle that. Oh yeah, no, Lorraine has amazing hair.
Oh, thank you. Culture does too. Yeah, the hair stream, Commander Extractor Shadow for $2. Thank you so very much for that. And for being a channel member, thank you so very much. Love it. I so appreciate that. Zach Superwoman, I can get my flight plus hotel plus ticket. Yes, you can get it all.
Yeah. And they do They do a good job. I mean, this is one of the things that Universal and Disney, well, and even SeaWorld to some extent, do very good job at giving you that full package, including the flight and the hotel. I
Mhm.
mean, they roll it all together really well, and it's very appealing. And they can offer you discounts because of the partnerships that they have with the airlines, and of course, if it's their own hotel, the hotel, and sometimes with the car rental. I mean, there's a lot you can get, and if you wanted an even deeper approach to that, you might be able to get a travel agent to get even further discounts. But that's a
Mhm.
different layer. So start here and
Yeah.
then move on if you want to.
You get like all your intelligence at the site to
Yeah.
look at what you want, what you're interested in. Hey, Tina Bojan, so good to see you. And you can get all that there. No leg to stand on. Hello, and thank you for being a channel member, along with Commander Ed Stracker.
Mhm.
That's where, oh, and sorry, Tina was a member too. Sorry, I didn't
Yep.
miss you.
Yeah.
That's where I'm staying. It's the same price as some of the non-universal properties. Plus, you get a free ticket for HHN.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're actually going to
Hollywood
take a
Horror
look at
Nights,
that.
by the way, guys. That is Hollywood Horror Nights. So yeah.
I can't freaking wait for that. Upcoming episode, budgeting with Lorena and Culture Casino for merchandise and getting said merchandise back to your home from Florida via, truck, box, mule, donkey, elephant.
That's true. Uh, that's very, very true.
Hey, Zach Morgan. My girlfriend and her family are going to Disney in January, I think. Okay. I'm actually going to be booking something for Disney in the fall. So
Mhm.
definitely stay tuned. That's gonna be an experience. But let's see. So we'll just pick one hypothetically here. So we'll go there. Say we'll pick this one. Okay. Now here's where you put in your dates
Mhm.
and everything. But before you look at the dates, have take a look to see the rates here. So here's like the dockside in. It usually goes from cheapest to the most expensive. Which
You know,
Portofino most expensive? Okay.
Yeah, almost always. Yeah,
Yeah.
between them and between that hotel and Hard Rock. Like I said, I mean, of the three higher end hotels, I still prefer Royal Pacific if I'm just going to chill, and
Mhm.
if I want to walk like straight across to the park, I'll go to Hard Rock. But Portofino is beautiful. It's just a little bit more walking.
Yeah, I've always been partial to the Royal Pacific
Yeah,
because I one time I did a split years ago, split trip between the Royal Pacific and the Polynesian,
yeah.
and actually kind of preferred the Royal Pacific a little bit better. Hey, the John Beck, thank you for the $2 super chat and for being a channel member. Happy Saturday, all catching up at 2x speed, 13 minutes behind. All
Yeah.
right, well,
I'll
glad
catch
you're here. You'll catch up with us. So let's see. So, for example, here's what I like to do. It's always tough between the Dockside Inn and Cabana Bay. So let's see. So we'll try the Dockside Inn and we'll see Cabana Bay. And if we have time, we'll see, for example, the Royal Pacific. So if we go here to Dockside Inn, and there's the offers and rates. Of course, you can see that there. But let's see, that's Sunday. We'll try something a little different. We'll say we're going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Ooh,
I would say one room, two adults.
there you go.
Departure date. I thought I picked a departure date. Yeah, I did.
You did. You're
Okay.
solid. Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
Okay. So you see the price change. So you have to be wary of, it's probably going to pick usually the first free weekend that's available, and that's a price quote that you'll get. So keep in mind that that is not going to be the price necessarily for the dates that you put in. They could, they could change. So here it says be a savvy traveler. Okay. So let's check that out. And it looks like here are the rates. Like this is my personal favorite, just a two-bedroom suite.
There, there,
I
and see, look at the price for a two-bedroom suite. It's 170.40. Do you know how much that would cost you at a Disney? I mean, it's insane.
because
It's
that
insane.
art of animation,
Yeah.
even in quote unquote value season. I think it's like close to 500 a night now, right?
It's incredibly expensive. Yeah, I think the cheapest price I think I saw the last full year they were open, 2019, was $449
Mm-hmm.
a night.
It is insane. And honestly, I think, and we'll take a look at this actually. I didn't get a pool suite. I probably will next time. But this is literally what it flipping looks like.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bedroom that's in there with another television that's like great. And it's absolutely like that's the
Yep.
separate bedroom. It's actually streamed from there.
Yep.
All this space,
Yep.
kitchenette,
Yep.
all of that. You're not that far from Trader Joe's, so if you've got a car, go to Trader Joe's and load
Go
up
to
on stuff and bring it back. Yeah, it's in the bathrooms. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I absolutely love my stay there. It didn't feel like I was missing, out on anything. Oh, and I need to buy a new piece of yeah, I believe it, especially from Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yeah. Yeah, pack like an extra duffel bag if you've never been. Trust me.
Always take a duffel bag. Yeah, always. Even if you don't think you're going to buy gear, you may end up buying gear. And you just fold that duffel bag up, even if you got one with the rolly wheels, right? Fold that up, put that in the bottom of your suitcase, then pack your clothes on it. Because on the way back, you're probably going to have another bag with stuff in it.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. Dead Man Walking 55 says, my youngest just came in and told me she was worried I can't handle horror nights. LOL, I'll never let these youngsters outdo me at the parks.
Good for you, Dad Man Walking.
I saw the horror makeup show, and
Yeah.
maybe I'm just desensitized and everything. But what happened at the end, people are freaking out, and I'm just like, that's different. Mm-hmm. Islington Girl says, I used to work for Marriott, can confirm these are sweet room deals indeed. Oh, yeah. Multi-room and a kitchenette that, yes, normally like $300. Absolutely. This hotel, or the Endless Summer Resort, from what I understand, from what I saw online, they purposely built this with what's the best stuff that we can put in and still deliver a value priced hotel, because they said this is a price point that other resorts, aka Disney, seem to ignore.
They do. Well, and that's the thing, is they are now, Disney's actively pricing itself beyond these value price points, even at their quote unquote what they used to consider value resorts. Disney is trying to get away from that terminology because they think it cheapens their brand, and I'm thinking, well, no. You have three different kinds of travelers. You have people who are trying to do it on a very tight budget. You have people who have a little bit to spend, and then you have people that don't care how much they spend. And those are the three kinds of travelers. And obviously, Universal gets it. I mean, they get it in a lot of ways. So I don't know, but look, I mean, these rooms are incredible. Of course, this is look at how much it costs. That's how little it is. That's amazing to me. 4 nights, 2 adults, 2-bedroom suite. And it is under $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and granted, this is just room.
Yeah, that's not with the tickets, but still.
Nah. So glad I'm DVC. Yeah, at one time I considered buying in a DVC, and I had decided.
DVC does make the travel less expensive for Disney, but you still got to go. Still got to go other places. Can't always go to Disney.
I can't. My parents, they did one of the worst things, and that was buy a timeshare. And from there, from what they went through with the timeshare, I said, I will never freaking do that. For some people it works. I was very close. I was this close, and I just, decided not to.
Yeah, I mean, and actually we can do a whole show on that sometime, Lorena, because I would love to break down DVC versus a regular timeshare, because a lot of people have misconceptions about it. So we'll do that another show.
Absolutely. Yeah. I it's like it made sense, but I'm just like, it didn't fit me. But yeah, definitely we got to do a show on that, because I know some people are interested. Look at the Disney Star Wars cruiser price that is coming. Yeah. I'm so freaking disappointed. But yeah.
Wow. And man, if it's the pricing that I was told way back in the day, they're smoking it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Yeah. Big time. So yeah, so this is an example of the vacation package. So what I showed you was just the hotel. Some people just want to buy the hotel, buy things a la carte. Like I know for myself, because I'm a pass holder, I like to just get the hotel. A lot of times I don't like my tickets based with the hotel because what if, I mean, you can postpone your tickets, but the tickets are still paid for. If it's
Yep.
a hotel, you just pay the deposit. I think Universal just wants one night deposit plus tax. If you can't go, you get your deposit back. With the tickets, you don't get that. You don't get that money back. So it's just something to keep in mind. Some people want the package, and that's great. I always tell people look at both options and run the math for yourself and see what works for your particular situation. Like for this one, 30% off a 4-day, 4-night vacation package. So let's see what we got in here. So you get 3 park, 4-day park to park. Now that's good because
Yep.
4 days, all 3 parks. So that means Universal Studios Orlando, Islands of Adventure, and the most freaking awesome water park that I'm going to next month because I'm out of the blackout period, Volcano Bay. I really can't stress how freaking amazing Volcano Bay water park is. So those are all those 3 that you get. You get early park admission. Okay, I cannot stress how important this is right here.
Yep.
Unlike Disney, that's cutting it down to 30 minutes and calling it a freaking perk. At Universal, you get a full hour, regardless of which resort you stay at. Regardless, you get an hour to go in first. If you're a certain level pass holder, you still get into. Well, that's an hour ahead of time. You get into Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and Volcano Bay up to 1 hour before the park opens. Even if you were not going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, you still get early. You want to get on the Velocicoaster, you take advantage of that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean there are attractions that you will be able to do. You'll get in 1 or 2 more attractions than anybody else because of that early entry. So it's very well worth it. And consider this: Universal, from time to time, if people are lined up extra early, well, as soon as things are ready, they'll start letting people in to a certain point, and then you're off and running. So just consider, that's another opportunity. Hey,
Jesterson. Oh, Dad Man Walking. Thank you for the correction. Yes, when you cancel 5 days before arrival.
It's true.
Yeah. Please keep that in mind. Read the cancellation policy, read the cancellation policy, read the cancellation policy, read the cancellation policy. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm one of those people where I usually cancel like about a month out if I'm going to do it. So sometimes I forget about this.
Yeah, but the other thing you can do, and the suggestion's accurate here, and I would do it, is just modify the reservation, push it back. Just push it back.
That's a good idea. That's a good point. A good tip, Tulcher. Hey, Theme Park Casual says, hey, kids. Hey, thank you for being a channel member. So let's see. So if you upgrade to a premier hotel, the premier hotels being the Royal Pacific, which I love, which is my favorite, the Hard Rock Hotel, and Portofino.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the 3. So you get free express ride access. So basically, not really the front of the line pass, you get into the really, really, really short line. And you can get in as many times as you want for rides that are participating in Universal Express. Velocicoaster doesn't have it. Hagrid's doesn't have it. So it's great for those rides. It's like, hey, we have some time to burn. Let's go in and do it. Like I know the Mummy has it. I know Despicable Me has it, and a couple of others has it. Those are the 2 that I know. I think I back up.
The Mummy. No, the Mummy you definitely want to use your express pass on because while sometimes you don't want to wait in the line, that's one you want to go on. That's because that is surprising, right?
It is amazing, and they plussed it up too. I'm like, wow. And you know what? If it's really cold outside, it's the best one to go in because there's fire in there.
Yeah, and not a little bit of fire either. And I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I'm just going to say, hello. It gets warm. So
It really flipping does. So let's see. So this one, again, like I say, pay attention to the dates, when to purchase, when to go. Those are two different things. You can purchase from now to September 8th, go August 16th to December 2nd. That's important for you folks who like to go in December, because there's a cutoff. The 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's is the most expensive freaking time to come down here.
For every theme park in Central Florida, not just Universal and Disney.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yes, everywhere. It's just a matter of how much money do you want to wind up putting out, and it all is. So I think it's because of the Wu-Tang flu, because I'm like, how did I wind up getting that and pass holder discount, $120 a night between Christmas and New Year's. I couldn't freaking believe that. That was just crazy.
And my recommendation to you is, if you can at all make this work, get to Florida somewhere between January 1st and February 28th, because that's going to be the lightest travel season, and you'll have your best opportunity to get into as many things as possible. Well, that are open, obviously, within.
Cashing in on those Christmas holidays. Yo, it is insane.
Well, I'll give you an example. For the 3-bedroom suites that are in the Grand Floridian Hotel, or the DVC, the cash price there per night is about $3,300 a night during those 2 weeks, sometimes more. So just keep that in mind. The 2 bedrooms are not a lot cheaper. I mean, you basically just go down $1,100 at a time, but and that's just for those kinds of rooms. But for just a regular room at the Grand Floridian, it's ridiculous, which is the equivalent of Portofino. So you kind of look, Portofino is the highest end hotel. Grand Floridian is considered the highest end hotel, although, to be perfectly honest with you, I'd still stay at the Four Seasons, but that's me. But
no, you're right. You're right. I actually got a discount to stay at the Grand Floridian, which is why I did. I think it was like 30% off or something. And I had just gotten a regular garden variety room. I got bumped up to a lagoon view. There's no way I would freaking have paid for it. And where it was, and you had to crane your neck a little bit, but you could see the fireworks from there. And that room during that period of time, and it was, I think, right around close to Christmas. I have no idea how I managed to get it. With the discount, I think it was like, still, I'm going to say like $600 a night. It was like a one-off. We just splurged to do it. Like $600 a night. That's with the discount. Without it, no, it was literally on the verge of, God, this is nuts. But went.
You can hurt your pocketbook if you go during that. That was the whole point of that story. You can hurt your pocketbook by going during those holidays. So just keep that in mind. And avoid Marathon Week in January at Disney, but it's totally fine to go to Universal that week. So so if you want to split up your trip, Universal during the marathon time, and absolutely, that's a brilliant tip, Dad. Man, you're 100% right. And actually, here's the thing: should I say this? Running events will have challenges going forward, and as to whether or not they do them consistently as they did before. That's that. Yeah,
there's talk around that. Yeah, I tell people, if it's your first trip to Disney, you probably do not want to go those 2 weeks before between Christmas and New Year's. The prices are insane, and your bank account will strangle you. Islington girl, I was going to ask if there was an off-season time, and now I know. Thanks. It's just really not with Disney World anymore. There's some that are less than others.
But consider this. I mean, the downtime in Florida, if you're Canadian, you can still go to whatever water parks are open. Because Disney during the winters is usually refurbing one or the other of its water parks. Right. So, but you still get some folks that are still trying to go to the water parks in the winters. There you are. Anyway.
So here, just to kind of show this one, they've priced it for the Dockside Inn and Suites.
Wow.
So here, like, for example, it has your tickets. I don't know what extras are, but they're probably for the hour entry.
Mhm.
So right now they have it calculated at
Not bad.
1,100, which is not bad at all. There's some offer here for like financing, but I always tell people do not finance your trips. Just
Don't
save the
finance.
money.
Yeah, don't finance a
No,
vacation.
just save it, in an account so you have that liquidity. Yeah, it's totally Canadians in a water park. Definitely when it's 50 degrees outside. That's insane. Yeah, it used to be Rogue
Used to
Disney.
be, yeah, no, and you're 100% right. Rogue
Mhm.
Disney knows because Rogue Disney's there all the time. He's one of us, Lorena.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one
But,
of the theme park
yeah,
commandos.
yeah. But no, that used to be the case. You used to be able to do really well until they opened up
Mhm.
the Halloween party, right? When they opened
Yeah.
up the Halloween party, it started to get
Yeah.
busy again. So you could actually go the end of summer through the first half of September, and you'd be good.
Mhm.
And now, man, it's jammed. It's like people don't care that they're sweating the entire time.
They don't. And it's like because the Northeast was infamous, like Philly, New York, Jersey, the last 2 weeks of August
Yeah.
was when we would go because the schools in Florida are back in session, but the schools in the Northeast weren't back yet. So it was perfect. But yeah, they're starting the Halloween parties, which reminds me, yeah, I'm going August 10th to the Boo Bash. That's gonna
To,
be
to sweat.
yes, literally to sweat. I'm not really wearing a costume. I'm wearing a quasi costume. Black Superwoman said the dockside you can take a boat to the park, right? No, actually you can't. But that's okay. That's okay. The bus service that they have from the dockside resort, it's so prompt.
Hmm.
It really is. You can now, if you feel adventurous, and you're feeling froggy, you can walk across to the Sapphire Falls Resort across the street, and there you can actually take the bus to the boat boat to the park.
Yeah.
You can that way if you want to. I didn't want to do it. Some people have done it. It's literally yeah, you can cross the street and do it, but if you can take the boat, you go through security before you get to
There.
the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to deal with City Walk and going through City Walk. If you take the bus from Dockside to the parks, um, you still have to go with the City Walk people to get into the and go through security. So there's two things to keep in mind. I've had people try both. So yeah, just an easy walk. Well, watch traffic going across the street. So yeah, that's an option for you if you
Yeah.
decide you want to do that.
If you stay
Hey,
if you hey wait down if you stay at the Hard Rock, you just walk in and there's security right there at basically near your hotel. So you just walk and you go through, and that's the breeziest security you're going to find. Hey, Punk Trace.
good seeing you. Good seeing you. Um, Cavitano, I don't know how much interest because I never financed a trip,
Right.
so that's something I've never looked at. So it's something you can go to the website and check out. But let's see. So this one here, just kind of show people. So this is the price here, and they give you additional options, or let's say upgrades. So there's a Surfside Inn and Suites, which is here. So you can select this one. Price per stay. So it's like include. So it's an extra $47.25. Literally, it's across the street. It's the same thing. Dockside is newer.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, which one do you really want to do with? I would say that the buses stop at Surfside first
Mhm.
and then go over to Dockside. That's the only thing.
For Disney, the equivalent would be the across Hourglass Lake, which would be Pop Century and Art of Animation Resort. They're basically the same thing.
Mhm.
So just one's newer, one's older. So,
Exactly. Aventura is literally across the street from Cabana Bay. So this is on the other side of I-4. Yeah, this is like on the other side of I-4. So the Aventura is on that side. Sleek, stylish, and modern. I don't. Well, oh gosh, plus 236. Okay. So it's a prime. So so it's prime value now. Okay. So prime value, Aventura and Cabana Bay. So there's like, okay, so it's like I-4 is going down. So the dock side is on one side of I-4 furthest from the parks. Literally, it's like 5 minutes across a little bridge. I forget the name of the street because I don't pay attention. I just drive on it.
Yeah.
Across there in the Universal Orlando Resort proper are these two. So that's why there's so much more money. So you kind of just have to look at a map and decide if it's worth the upgrade to you. I like Cabana Bay. The reason why I do, it's like it's an extra $300, but here's the thing: you have a bus that you do not share because the Endless Summer resorts do share the same bus. They come frequently, but they will share buses. Cabana Bay, they has their own separate bus stop. Comes much quicker, if you ask me.
And the biggest selling point for those of you that are water park fans,
private entry into Volcano Bay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Very, very cool. 60s theming. The food court is absolutely amazing. It's a fun time. I really do like it. It looks like for this suggested for you, looks like they're trying to stick you with those particular resorts, but it'll just say here. So like here's like they have the parks, the tickets that they have that are included.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're doing such a better job of this. Just
they really are.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would change. How much
change your stuff. Yeah.
You'd have to change that. So it looks like that is for prime value or preferred. So that sticks you with those.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. We'll try another one. We'll try this one. I bet you I can guess exactly which one they're gonna try and stick you with here. Okay, so we'll try. No, it's still. Let's put it this way. Why did we go that way?
I don't know.
I didn't want us to go that way.
Let's try again.
Weird. That's weird. Let's try it again. Okay. So we'll say start booking. Yeah, because maybe it was probably me. I probably fat fingered it. I mean, Disney usually makes me want to like say, what are you freaking smoking? Universal's kind of like, it's really not, that's doable. What Disney used to be. Okay, so they're giving you dockside, which isn't bad. But let's see, for example, here's Royal Pacific. Okay, so that's plus 1,700, but you get that front of the line pass.
Yeah.
And all of that you get to use repeatedly. So it's like here, skip the regular lines for free. So let's say if you have a family of 4, I think the Express Pass is something like it can be up to like $130, $140 per person.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
No. So you have it already in your hotel, and when you stay at one of these.
It's like 100. I was going to say it's $130 a person per day. That's the thing that I always forget to say is that's how much it costs per day to get the Express Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're saving a bunch of money getting it for free, right? At least I think.
Exactly. Let's see, Tina. I'm actually going to get to some of you guys' comments in a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why it's really cool to kind of go on the site and just try, stuff in the booking engine. Yeah, play around with the dates. Here that has extras. So it's like here you can get like the 3 broomsticks. Yes. I don't pay up front for that. I pay when I get there.
Right, but that's one of the best places to eat. I mean,
absolutely. It is the best. I like it much better than the Leaky Cauldron.
Yep.
This is great. Especially since that's also the place where you can get the butterbeer in the souvenir cup, which is one of the best price souvenirs to get. I think it's like $8 or $9.
It
I
wasn't
want to
terrible.
say,
It
yeah, it
wasn't terrible.
wasn't bad because if you get butterbeer from the cart outside, I think it's like 12 something and it's in a plastic cup.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get a little more.
It's just better, and you have a souvenir, and you can refill it, and it's kind of nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's the engine for Universal. So I'll put the link, the direct link to Universal in the video description, and kind of just go in there, use it to like price what's going on, look at what your budget is, definitely pay attention to all the amenities. So that's what's such a great thing about the sites is to look, see what it is that you like, and also price at the same time. And if you want unbiased reviews, I still recommend TripAdvisor. Just go to TripAdvisor, look at the ratings, look at the comments if you want like some unfiltered feedback. Um, like for some people don't like the Hard Rock. Some
Hey,
people
some
think,
people don't. Some people,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Those rooms are kind of odd. They're odd shape. They're odd. They're odd. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's supposed to make you feel like you're staying in the, in
Mhm.
a rock star's crash pad, basically.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's just more information for you to be informed when you make a decision about how to spend your money, because you're going to be spending a lot of money for a vacation regardless. So you really want to have that information. Tina Bojan says a non-Disney resort inside WDW property is Wyndham's Bonnet Creek.
Yep.
Yes.
Bonnet Creek
Yes.
resorts have a lot of benefits of being a on-site non-Disney resort, much like the Swan and Dolphin. So there are a lot of benefits that you get with
Mhm.
those locations. Tina is not wrong. There are many of them.
Yeah, there's the Hilton. Hilton
Yep.
built like a
Yeah,
dual
yeah,
property with a lazy river or something.
yeah. The Buena Vista Palace is
Hmm.
located right across the street from Disney Springs, and you have either tower rooms there or garden rooms there, and
Hmm.
they're split up by that pool and the lazy river and all that stuff that you just described. Yeah,
Wow, Justin, you did. That is awesome.
yeah,
That
that's
is
right.
so awesome. Yeah, I was saying the other day. Yeah, Disney Springs Hotel Plaza Boulevard wasn't something that I'd considered before until Disney prices went like out the window. So I was looking at like the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Um, there's another one, the Four Seasons, the Ritz Carlton, and also
Oh,
looking at the
Bonnet Creek.
Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, also looking at the Hilton that's at Disney Springs. So that whole Hotel Plaza Boulevard is all that's a
Yeah.
it's a really good
Yeah,
deal.
they have some really nice hotels that are Disney hotel, not Disney hotels, but still considered like good neighbor hotels, like in California. There's a lot of that.
Mhm.
When we get to Disney, the Disney side of things, we'll
Yeah,
definitely go over those.
we'll definitely check that out. Let's
Yeah,
see. I got to get my Universal AP. Oh, you just got SeaWorld AP? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's on my actually I have to get my Gatorland AP first. I know it's weird. It's weird. That's what I want. That's what I want. The Hard Rock used to be cool. Been a decade since I was in one.
It's a little different
Yeah.
there. Just be aware. It's a little different.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. One of these days, I would love to schedule with Joey to show me around.
Poor Jay.
Joey.
Man, he's gonna be hanging out with another person that he knows here at Disney World here in the next little bit, and he does that on a regular, guys. So if you ever want to make reach out to Jay. He'll Lorena hung out with him. I get to hang out with him when I'm in Florida. It's cool. It's just nice to meet up with somebody and just hang, and
Yeah,
he loves it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Jay's a good tour guide.
yeah, he is nice guy.
Yeah, he's an awesome tour guide.
Legitimately.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, folks, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Let's see. Hold on one second. Plus city pan. Oh, is that for the express passes?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you do the cash price for express passes, they only allow X number per day, so
Mhm,
that I mean, just like with
mhm.
it's their version of pay for fast pass or on demand
Right.
fast. but it's just more efficient than what Disney's going to do with the Genie thing, because they're out to get more from your wallet. You guys have
Exactly.
this thing when it rolls out, it's going to be we'll have interesting conversations around it. Let's just put it.
Yeah, we will, because I have my eye on that to see what it is that they do. Hey, Tina, yeah, I missed that when you guys did. I think I missed that by like
So
two
great.
weeks
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, folks, this is awesome. So like I said, we're going to be doing this probably every 2 to 3 weeks. As always, you guys bring amazing questions. Please do keep bringing those questions, because you never know who that's going to help when they're
Yep.
going back and watching the video. So definitely want to say thanks to Culture from coming on.
I'm glad to be here.
So
These are fun. These are fun. I'm like, oh, I got to plan a trip. That's immediately what's like, I'm going to be there here. I need to figure this out. So yeah, no, this is perfect. I love it. This is great. Plus we got great people. So this was fun.
Absolutely. We have an awesome chat with great questions, people out there with great knowledge to share. Amazing, amazing. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. And please make sure to like this video, share this video. Definitely like this video, because the more likes it gets, the more recommendations it gets, and the more it puts me in that like theme park vlogger type of things, because they can always use more voices. So we definitely want to get ours out there as well. So, guys, we'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Bye.